was Matthew Stafford as the most valuable player over Drake Maye. And then we found out just how close the vote was. It was the closest vote since 2003, which, by the way, wound up with both
with co-MVPs
and Steve McNair and Peyton Manning. Matthew Stafford, 24 first-place votes. Drake Maye, 23 first-place votes. Insane. And that was a screen grab taken and sent to me by my 14-year-old son, Cooper. Cooper is a diehard Patriot fan who had been hectoring me for weeks about my vote until I finally told him my vote before I got here. Now my vote is out. I did vote for Matthew Stafford. So my son is a diehard Patriot fan and May fan, texts me not only that screen grab, but he also texts me, maybe if you changed your mind, ... I then responded to him, don't blame me, blame the 3 voters who didn't vote for either Stafford or May. At the end of the day, I thought Matthew Stafford had the best season of any quarterback in the National Football League. That is my view of value. I understand that people always seem to harp on the valuable part of most valuable player. If we took that player away from the team, would their team have performed as well as they would have performed? And by that standard, yeah, Josh Allen got 2 first-place votes. You take Josh Allen away from the Buffalo Bills, would they have had an incredible season like they had? And then you could also sit here and make a case for anybody that's the value of Trevor Lawrence, the value of this, the value of that guy. I also took a responsibility of being a voter and saying it's clear that it's either Drake Maye or it's Matthew Stafford, and I put their stats next to each other, and I also had my eye test, and I also just decided Matthew Stafford, at the end of the day, had the best season of any quarterback in the NFL, and I voted for him. And I understand why Cooper would sit here and say that my vote is the difference. And I'm happy to basically also point out there are 3 others that, for whatever reason, decided to not put their vote into the hopper of what I thought everybody else who was voting for the Associated Press understood was the mandate of coming up with a choice between Drake Maye and Matthew Stafford. That should have been the MVP voters' first thought. The 5 finalists who made it were all in my 5. Drake Maye was second.